Keep walking past the door if you know what's good for you, buddy, because I will quit this game and never open it again. It is time for the ceremonial bathing of the firstborn. Let's add those birthday candles, pop it on the table, and then we will have some birthdays. Yay!
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and the apocalypse. If you think I'm wearing the same clothes I was for my last video, you are correct. I'm lucky enough to be heading off on holiday to Transylvania tomorrow, so I am pre-recording for once, which is not ideal actually because I'm still slightly shaken from the last one with the, dying thing. So this episode, our big goal will be to not die and to finally get that bathtub. I'm manifesting the bathtub. It's gonna happen. What might also happen is the twins' child birthday. I'm not quite sure. It kind of depends how far we get. So without any further chit chat, let's go do it.
Things aren't starting out brilliantly. We have a notification that Callow's going to be taken away because he's starving, so we're going to give him some floorfish to try and keep that at bay, and I think otherwise everyone's mostly okay. What's that noise? That sounds like the death noise. He's only hungry, he is not in anything else. Grim, you better not be around this place. You only just left. I think we're okay. I mean, the animal shed is dirty, but I can't see... Oh no, there he is. Confirmed Grim lives in our cowshed. I knew it. Wake up, sheeple, he is here. And I'm really just praying that he is here for a chicken and not for anybody else. Keep walking past the door if you know what's good for you, buddy, because I will quit this game and never open it again. Or at least for like 24 hours. Okay, it's not noodle soup. Noodle soup is young, surely. It's not this chicken who is masquerading as 5 portions of steamed fish. This game is broken. Oh no, it's Viscera. It's our first cockerel. Viscera's time has come and they'll be walking around those rolling green hills in the sky. Well, do you know what? That does sound better than being trapped between a collapsed army van and some chain link fence with a cow with attitude and some really smelly toddlers. So I guess goodbye, Viscera. Grim is giving you some pets that you almost never got from us. R.I.P. my friend. You're with the Angles now. Surprisingly, the humans, Sims, whatever, in this save are completely unaffected by the death of one of our OG chickens. Given that in my other save, the entire family were devastated by the death of a rat, which literally only one of them had ever interacted with, I find that surprising. But perhaps these guys are just so inured by the hardships of the apocalypse that they don't care about their chickens. That makes me sad. I care about the chickens, even if I can't remember half of their names. They all have names, and that is the important thing. And we are continuing our handiness grind. We're 72% of the way to level 9, thank God. And, oh wow. It's Eden's birthday! I'm a great sim god. I definitely remembered that my main character's birthday was today. To be fair, I did resuscitate her from death, so I gave her that birthday as a gift, and as another gift, I am going to give her the opportunity to try and clean her children once she's finished making the garden planter she's currently working on, because they have a diaper rash moodlet, which I didn't know was a thing they could get, and that feels like child cruelty, so we are going to at least change them and see if the cleanup thing has any impact on the thick layer of grime that currently encrusts them. I'm not hopeful, but we try. We try. It will also just be nice to have Eden interact with the kids a little bit more. We've been very hands-off and it doesn't sit naturally with me. I miss doing all of the cute play interactions and things you would normally do with a toddler. But at the same time, there are so many things we've got to get done. She's already going to be thinking ahead to what are they going to need when they're a little bit older? How are we going to support them? How are we going to protect them? And the only thing we can really do is clean them up as best as possible and keep grinding for a bathtub. To which end, Eden, now that you have yeeted a nappy and in response to them repeatedly saying, oh yes, I would like a bath, please, just throwing them up in the air in a cloud of bubbles, we are going to go back and grind that handiness book. We've used up a lot more money than I wanted to on doing handiness projects, so it's going to be the book, until we get from 89% to 100. Where do you think you're going? No, continue reading your book. There is only the book. Life is the book. Come on, we're so nearly there. 98, 99, come on, I'm so ready. You're irritated, and yes! Level 9 handiness. It has been 84 years, but now we can make ourselves a bathtub. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, come on, come through, bathtub. We really need to clean the chickens, but first, the bathtub. All we care about is the bathtub. We worship the bathtub. Piss off, Malcolm Landgrab. I feel like I've gone slightly insane, genuinely. I've never been so fixated on making one wooden bathtub in my entire life. And if I remember from the last time, yeah, I hate how this thing looks. It is so ugly. There's our free TV we found in our dumpster that only we put things in. We've also got a really gross looking sofa. Might put those heart wall hangings up. And look, it is time for the ceremonial bathing of the firstborn. Kiri, welcome to your new life where you can now have a bath in some cow water. Yum, yum, yum. What more could you want? She does seem pretty happy though. Callow's woken up feeling sad and grungy, but little does he know that soon he can just be sad and not grungy. I'm gonna have him walk on out to the outside, see how long it takes him. It's currently 5:18 p.m. Oh, he can run now. He's a fast boy. But I'm still not holding out much hope it's going to be particularly fast. I bet Eden is going to have time. Yeah, it's taken him almost an hour to get there. We have had time to clean the animal shed, which means technically he gets a much nicer bath than his sister did, because she had to have a bath up against the dung stench coming out of Butters' stall. Whereas Callow gets second-hand bath water, presumably, but first-hand clean cow shed. You win some, you lose some. Or in the apocalypse, you win none, and you lose most of them, but I doubt that's going to end up on wall hangings. It's no live, love, laugh, is it? Anyway, now the kids are clean. We are focusing on getting them fed and to bed, and for one night and one night only, because it is their birthday tomorrow, these little toddlers are in good shape. Look, they're even wearing their everyday outfits. They are just minding their business, having a passable time, and we can give ourselves a pat on the back for not being totally shit for one time. Yay us! In a move of what I consider incredible foresight, or at least for me, I actually have the ingredients I need to make the kiddos a cake. So that means there is actually the potential for them to have a nice birthday. They can be cleaned, they can be fed, they can have a cake. So the goal for today is just to keep everyone on a relatively even keel. The house is looking like an absolute wreck, but I'm not super motivated to have Eden clear it up, because once the toddlers are children, I can have them do it, which will help to generate some positive character values for them. And also I just feel like Eden is very much, you make the mess, you clear it up. So it doesn't matter to her if she has to live with paint splats and dirty dishes and flour and all sorts of nonsense. She's got enough chores to be getting on with, and the kids are going to have those to deal with when they're older. What a lovely birthday gift that will be. I have to admit I am missing the view down the valley that my fence now blocks, as well as the summer colours from my garden, but you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the murderers at bay. We've only got one more active listening device we can tune into, and that's not going to be enough to complete our secret dossier, so I think we are going to... Oh, good, we can purchase bugs from the machine. I just don't think it would be sensible for us to go and see Erwin, but we will have to nip back into Strangerville to plant those bugs on some appropriate individuals. So given that the toddlers are in a pretty good way, Eden is... What are you doing? Making the book talk to yourself. Oh, speak of the devil, Erwin's calling. I am going to take a risk. We are going off lot in the daytime. We're going to do our squatter's ruin cell early, and we're not going to get much because we mostly only have these carvings we made as part of our handiness grind, and we are sacrificing the only valuable one. So yeah, we've made 90 simoleons, great. And then we're going to pop down to Strangerville, partly to plant the bugs, well, mostly to plant the bugs, but also to sort of show our face so we don't completely disappear in a way that might be weird, but just like, oh yeah, we moved further away from town. Don't pay me any mind. Oh, and hello, madam. That is sure a badonkadonk you have going on. It's just so disproportionate. But you know what? We do not discriminate here. We will be using that to plant a bug, and there are a lot of military people and people in black turning up, so we are going to get the hell out of Dodge. And when I say get the hell, I mean walk incredibly slowly because we are exhausted. And then we will stand in a pile of garbage and cook a lovely cake for our sweet baby children who will shortly be able to fend for themselves in a much more meaningful way. We went for a chocolate cake because brown is an apocalyptic colour and there wasn't a more appropriate coloured one. Let's add those birthday candles, pop it on the table, and then we will have some birthdays. Yay! Or we could have had some birthdays, except I forgot to hit record. So all I have is the screenshots I took during this phase and then the moment at which I realise we can tune back in. So here is Kiri blowing out her candles as the oldest sibling. Here is Callow also blowing out his candles. So sweet, so lovely. It was really very charming, aside from the dirty plates and the general surrounds. But we pick back up with their unaltered, aged up appearances. They've both got some rogue hair colours, as is classic. And let us just say the Irwin is strong with these children in their raw format. So we're going to have a quick look at how they came. Kiri got some very strange eye colour, but this is how she looks with her skin details back on, and we'll have a quick gallop through her outfits. We tried to keep it apocalyptic and homespun looking. I was really happy to find the Halloween boots. Those were perfect for grungy work boots for both kiddos. I didn't give them formal or swimwear because when are they going to go to a formal event or swimming inside of their little compound? And here is aged up Callow. He is very stinking cute. I gave him kind of like a moppy over the front of his face hair, and he has aged up with the adventurous trait, which seemed a natural progression from being independent. And Kiri has got the first of the Gen 2 poison garden traits, which is squeamish. Overall, I'm just super happy with their vibe. I've used a lot of eco lifestyle, cottage living, and a little bit of CC to give them a sort of a grungy, crunchy homespun vibe, and I'm just super excited to play with them. But that will have to wait until the next episode. Let me know what you think of their child appearances down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now!